Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to talk about the summer wave of movies that were apparently good this year, that, released in the theaters and whatever. I'm not going to talk about any Netflix movies or any of that stuff. I'm not talking about streaming. I'm talking about movie theater movies. And one of them was great, one of them was a pleasant surprise, and the other one was something I was not expecting to be so good, and yet it was. That is amazing. So, to start things off, we got Deadpool and Wolverine starring Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. I love Hugh Jackman with his mutton chops. It's so amazing. It's hubba hubba. Ryan Reynolds is an amazing guy. He's a little funny. He's every man's crush because, he's such a good lookingness. Yes. Well, Deadpool and Wolverine, it's technically the third movie of the Deadpool series. Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2. If you haven't seen the first two, you will need to see them, because if you just go into this blind without the first two movies, you're gonna get lost easily. Okay? Just putting that out there. You can watch some of the Wolverine stuff. I mean, I've watched them, and I think even if you do, watch this movie, you're gonna get filled in on Wolverine's whole shtick. You should probably still see some of the Wolverine movies just because, it's Wolverine. Get used to the character, get used to what he's gone through, get used to his powers, all the greatness of it. And it's also, Hugh Jackman. I also think that, the humor is similar to the first two movies, which, if you didn't like the humor in the first two movies, sorry, you're not gonna like the humor in the third movie. It's just how it is. It also plays a little bit into the little multiverse. If you have seen the first two movies and you've seen the trailer of this movie, it talks about the multiverse. So it's gonna talk about the multiverse, and it's gonna have the multiverse. It's gonna have all these little things. And sure, there might be some things from the series Loki, some other things from this, that, or the other. Personally speaking, I don't think you need to watch any of this other Marvel crap in order to get into it. I mean, it might provide context at best, but even then, when I knew the context of some of this stuff, I legit forgot about it, because Marvel's great at doing that. They add a seed and let it die, and then it's like, oh, look, it's a plant. Look at it. Anyways, that's my little shtick of Marvel. But to be honest, this movie is great. I knew it was going to be great. It's technically a part of the MCU, and, well, it's just amazing. Front to back. It's got Hugh Jackman, it's got Ryan Reynolds, and it's got some other cameos from other films. It's got other little seeds and nuggets from these other Marvel things. But to be honest, you don't need to see all that. You just need to see the first two Deadpool movies. Probably also the Wolverine movies and maybe some X-Men to get familiar with the Wolverine character. But other than that, it's a great movie. You should watch it. Don't bring your kids, because that is not good. I will give a more in-depth review once it's out of theaters, and I can, talk about it more with spoilers. Okay, amazingness. All right, next up, it's Twisters. It's starring how do I say this name? Daisy Edgar Jones and Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell, I love Glenn Powell and all his shirtless scenes and amazingness. Hubba hubba. That's probably whatever. Anyways. Daisy Edgar Jones. What is she? She's a British actress. She's normal people where the crawdads sing. Bro, what are these movies? I haven't seen them. I guess she's up and coming actress types. She's British, which, okay, cool. And she's, the main character of this film. Anyways, and then we got Glenn Powell. We love Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell is amazing. Glenn Powell is kind of like Ryan Gosling, Ryan Reynolds type. It's Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell is an amazing guy. He's very on fire recently with all this good stuff. Glenn Powell, he's been in not anyone but you, Twisters, Top Gun Maverick. Apparently he was in The Dark Knight Rises. What? Wait, hold up. What? And he was in Spy Kids? What? He's an up-and-coming actor. He's getting really popular recently. He's amazingness. We love Glenn Powell. But basically, what is Twisters about? Twisters is about tornadoes. And it's all this other cool stuff. If you've seen the trailer, twins. It's amazingness. We got the fire tornado. We got everything. It is beautiful. I love it. I love tornadoes. It's got good action. It's got the tornadoes. And they even got Hamilton Jr., Anthony Ramos up in here. Gotta get an amen. Amen. No cappy. All for real. It's all tornadoes galore. It's amazingness. The story, it's kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie. The story is not all that. I mean, it's got its moments. It's got its good moments. But at the end of the day, it's kind of, if you see the trailer, you sort of know what happens. Like, it sort of feels like you know what happens like half the film, because it kind of jumps around. It sort of doesn't. I don't know. Basically, if you want to go in blind, I think you'll probably enjoy the movie, and some of like the plot twists will come at you more. But also, like, if you've seen the trailer, it's not gonna hurt. You've seen the trailer, you know what's about to happen. Yada yada. You get what I'm saying. The story, it doesn't promote the story because that's not why you're here. You didn't watch this movie for the story. You came here for the tornadoes, and you know it. Alright? You came here for fire tornadoes. Now, I'm probably gonna get more in depth on my critiques of the movie, because some of it is like a little booty cheeks. But, hey, it's whatever. It's twisters galore. It's tornadoes. I'm kind of glad because some of the decisions they made could have been bad. It could have been terrible for the movie, and it would have probably made this a slop fest. But it didn't. And that's good. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Huh? Can I get an amen? Amen. Alrighty. Next up, we got is Inside Out 2. Legit. I'm just going to show the cast real quick. What? Look at this. Look at this. Let me. Do I need to explain anything? We got Amy Poehler from Parks and Rec, Lewis Black, the GOAT of voice acting, Phyllis from The Freaking Office, Tony Hale. I know him from Alvin and the Chipmunks. Buddy's from Veep as well. We got some other characters. She was part of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. She was part of Community. He is in every single Pixar film. He's a Saturday Night Legend. You get the idea. And when you go down the list, there's like less people. There's apparently Kirk Thatcher. I feel like I've heard him before. You look at all this and you're like, oh my gosh, look at this. This is amazing. This is beautiful. We have a French actress, Ennui. We have Stranger Things cast as well. This is insanity. The cast is crazy good, and I can't stress enough how great this film is. I was not expecting this. The reason why I'm saying this is such an unexpected greatness is because Disney has been producing slop. We got Soul, Luca, Toy Story 4, freaking Turning Red, Lightyear. Onward was good-ish. I mean, yeah, it was whatever. It's just, and Wish as well. I know that's not Pixar, but Disney Wish? What the heck? It just sort of feels like Disney is just going down a big old fat rabbit hole of just booty cheeks. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not great for the Disney empire itself. It's crumbling. So when I heard Inside Out 2 with Zootopia 2 and the Zootopia TV show and Toy Story 5, I was like, I'm tired of this. I am tired of this booty cheeks. Okay, I'm tired of these cash cows. So I legit thought it was going to be mid. I legit thought it was just a cash grab. Joy's gonna go out and leave Riley. Instead, we get some of the most well-developed scenes of kids' movies ever. This talks about maturing. Sure, it gives the example of middle school on to high school and what it takes to mature and all the little social politics it is. But it's also really good in how to develop a story about a child maturing. Of course, I am literally 17 years old, so I can't speak it from parents' perspectives or adult perspectives. But if I must say, it's whoa. Basically, watch it. Just do it. We can watch the first film, sort of get some ideas, because it still explores those themes of what Joy has to do as learning how to deal with the other emotions. It still builds up across that. Sure, we're at a checkpoint, but instead of de-learning that or forgetting all what you've learned, you still build on top of that, which is great. And also, it's just a good movie. I would suggest it. I'm probably going to rewatch it again because it's just a good movie. Would recommend. Look, Inside Out 2, just watch it. For my sake. Thank you. Amen. So, what does this mean for the rest of the movies of this year? Well, there's already 2 movies I'm excited for. One of them is literally being Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I can't stress this enough. I am so excited about this movie. It looks amazing. Keanu Reeves as Shadow. What? Amazingness. And then another movie I'm excited for. It's more of my personal thing. I don't think anyone else is really going to be interested in this movie. But it's Saturday night. It releases literally next month. I am excited for it. I've literally watched the trailer for 10 times. I don't know why I'm excited for this film. I don't know why I want to watch this film so much. The last time I've watched a Saturday Night Live episode was in middle school. Maybe freshman year. Maybe. But honestly, I don't really find the humor of that anymore. But for whatever reason, I want to see the first 90 minutes before the first ever episode of Saturday Night Live. I don't know why I want to watch it, but I do. If you watch the trailer, hopefully you know what I mean by somehow I just want to watch this movie. Now, what does that mean? That all movies are going to be amazing from now on? No. That does not mean that. I do not say, hey, look, these 3 movies are amazing, and we have a couple more movies that are probably going to be good, so movies are finally becoming good. No, probably not. Let's be honest. I think it's just more of a step in the right direction on how movies are going to be made. I think 2025 might be a good year of movies. I really hope this does not age terribly since I record this. But I'm kind of interested in how movies are going to be portrayed starting next year. I think we're in a step in the right direction where people are finally realizing how, not only how to make good movies, but like companies are realizing, oh wait, people want good stories. They don't want whatever franchise is this, that, or the other. We used to like that because of nostalgia. I know I'm speaking this from a 17-year-old's perspective, but I simply watched Toy Story 4 not for this plot, but just to see Woody again. Partly why I hate that film. I hate Toy Story 4. We're not... I hate it. But I think companies are now realizing that stories are should be the main focus, and should be that. It shouldn't be all these other plot points. Yes, are we going to have terrible movies? I mean, literally, the summer also produced Borderlands. I haven't seen the movie, but getting a 6% on Rotten Tomatoes is crazy. How do you score? I don't think I've seen that low of a score since maybe Morbius. But at least Morbius provided memes. This is just stupid. Are we going to have good movies consistently forever and ever and on time? No, we're not. But see this as more of a step in the right direction. Anyways, probably peace out unless something terribly, terribly stupid happens, which I will probably edit this out if nothing stupid happens since then.